Good evening, everyone. I'll just wait so that everyone is here on the live stream. Okay, so I have 15 students now. So, okay, so let's start, everyone. Or you want me to wait a little while? So let's start it anyways. Okay, now our first lesson of this Basics of Photography Live Series 2 is we'll start with the Adobe Lightroom. Now, Adobe Lightroom was introduced some years back and was specially designed for photographers. It's a very strong tool and one of the favorite tools for of photographers. Photographers really use this because it gives them like a powerful interface and like a platform where they can work on their photographs much more efficiently. Okay, so here, if you will see on the screen, whenever you start the Adobe Lightroom, you will get to this first screen. Okay, now Adobe Lightroom, there are different versions. The latest version right now is the Adobe Lightroom Classic. Okay, it's known as the Adobe Lightroom, Adobe Photoshop Lightroom Classic. Sorry. Okay, so the full name is Adobe Photoshop Lightroom Classic. Now, here basically uh, the Lightroom and Photoshop, if they are working together, it will create a very great, nice sort of link over here. Okay, and a really great, you can say, a kind of result. Now there are few things for which Lightroom is famous among photographers, and one of the major things that like one of the major reason why they love the photo or like Lightroom, the photographer loves Lightroom is because you can easily manage your photographs inside Lightroom. You can easily improve your like photographs, and you can easily share them. Okay, most of the students, whenever they start working in the Lightroom, they ignore the management part. However, the management part is very strong over here because Lightroom gives you very strong management options. Okay, so never ignore the management options because students, what they do they just want to work on the photographs. They just jump inside Lightroom, start editing the photographs, start working on it, and they ignore the real power of the Adobe Lightroom's management system. Okay, so that's just like don't ignore that one. You have to keep that also in you have to take that into consideration also. Now, Adobe Lightroom is basically divided into different modules. We can say 7 modules. What are those modules? Library, okay, develop, map, book, print, web, slideshow. And you all see them over here. These are the basic modules which Adobe Lightroom provides. Okay. Now, Adobe Lightroom is a software which is very powerful and easy to understand. Because of its simplicity, it's very simple. Okay, Its speed, like very quickly you can get the result, and with few clicks, few alteration, you will get the result very quickly. Also, it gives you it gives you result very fast. It's not slow, it's very fast. The result right away you will get in front of you. Okay. Apart from that, Lightroom and Photoshop, if you would work on both of them together, it will create a very nice link and very nice you can result. Basically, Lightroom and Photoshop, they are you can say they are partners. Okay, so when two best partners works together, you get a lot of good results and good outcome. Okay, so now let's first we'll see the interface, how the Lightroom is designed. What kind of options do we see on the screen? First of all, you have this menu item over here. These are all the menus that you will see here: file, edit, library, and and then uh, you have here modules. Now modules, you have, as I told you, you have library. Now library is where you do all the management. Your photographs are managed, they are arranged. Okay, so that's the library for. Then we have develop. In develop, whatever you have imported, you can work on, you can do effects, and this is actually the place where all the magic happens. Okay, where all the editing you do actually. So that's develop. Apart from that, we have map. Now map, basically what it do is that whenever you like photographers, bloggers, or you can say people who go to different countries. Okay, and like travel loggers. Okay, people who go to different countries, what they do is that they take photographs in different countries, bring them back, edit them, and share them. Okay, and usually what happens is that the new cameras, the new DSLR cameras, and your mobile phones, they all are connected to GPS. Okay, geolocations. So whenever you take a photograph, Adobe Lightroom can detect where you were when you took the photograph. So it will give you a whole map over here. Okay, so when you will bring the photographs here from your mobile phone especially, so it will show you, okay, I went to America, so it will go to the American map. I went to Saudi Arabia, I was in Africa. Okay, so just like that, it will keep on showing you those kind of things on your screen. Now apart from that, we have here book. Now what does the book do? Book is like whenever you have a photographs, you have worked on it, and you want to create a book of your photographs. Directly here, it can generate a book for you. Okay, a PDF book or a real printed book, and then you can print it out. Okay, next you can generate slideshows. Suppose you want to do a presentation and you want to do the presentation based on your photograph. So you can go to the slideshow and create your own slideshow here. So we will go to all these in one by one in detail later. Print, if you want to print it. Okay, sometimes you print it from a printing press, or a printing studio, or a photo studio. Usually printing press charges a lot because you cannot take only one or two photographs to print. So you have to, it's a bulk print. So printing press is not ideal. Maybe your home printing, okay, because I'm connected with this printer, so it's showing me how my image will look like, okay, on this printer. So you can adjust that, print it so that the quality will be good. Web, if you want to create a web layout of your pictures. Okay, so it will go on the web and you can make your web gallery with the help of web. Okay, so this is all these modules basically. Now each module, whenever you will go through, you can have some tips about it. Tips means, suppose you want to know what are these items on my screen in the library. I'm in the library right now. What are these? What are these? What are these? So it's kind of little overwhelming when you open the Lightroom for the first time, because you're confused what are these tools. Okay, but there is one way it will help you. That is, if you go to any of these module, go to help, and the help will provide you the help of that module wherever you are. Like right now I'm in library, so it's giving me a help related to the library module. Here I have library module tips. If I will click over here, it will start a tour, small tour about my library module. Now it's saying getting started with Lightroom. Lightroom is a powerful tool for managing and editing photos. Once you import all your photos, you'll be able to organize them using keywords, tags, and metadata to make it easier to find what you're looking for. So, when you want to start importing, select import to begin. Okay, so you have to click here once you start. Next, what is the tip? Tip is sync with Lightroom on your other devices. Lightroom is basically a cloud-based application which you can download on your laptops, on your mobile phone, or your tablets. You can sync all these devices together. So if you want to work on a mobile phone or like a iPad, you can start working on your mobile phone. Okay, you're done. But if your mobile phone is synced with your Lightroom account, Adobe account, and same account you're using on your laptop, and you open your laptop, so you will see exactly where you stopped on your mobile phone. It will give you the same file. So you can continue, you can start with your mobile phone, but then you can continue with your other devices, on your other devices like laptop or tablet. So it's all linked together. So from here, you can sync your all devices. Keywords and metadata are over here. Now, what are the keywords basically? Whenever you open an image, you can give keywords to it. Okay, like suppose uh, you took an image on the beach, so you can type the beach 2019, Bahrain beach, or Paris beach, or you can say Barcelona beach. So you know that which country of the beach you took the photograph. So these kind of keywords you can put whenever you are importing something. Once your import is done, maybe in future, if you want to search an image which what you took in Bahrain, okay, using during 2018, you can just type those keywords and that image will pop up quickly on your screen. So you don't have to go and search for that image. Okay. Let me go back here. Let me do one thing. Let me close my Teams, otherwise my students keep on popping up. Okay. Let me go back here. So here we are. Okay. Now, next step, navigate Lightroom. This is already, I told you, these are the modules. Okay. So choose the develop module to edit your image or other modules to create books, prints, slideshows, and web galleries. This is all about the tips for the main like panel over here. Now, let's see the panels here. There is a right panel, left panel, bottom panel, top panel, and then you have a middle room over here. Now, all these panels, you will see there are some triangles. These triangles means I can close these panels. Like suppose this one is open, I want a bigger room, so I will press here and it will be closed. Now I have a bigger room to work on. I can open it up by clicking here. Okay. Here also I can close it, and I can hover. I can just take my mouse and just move over it so I can see what is behind. If I want to open it, I can open, otherwise I will move my mouse. It will move without opening it. But if I want to click on it, I can click and it will be opened. Same thing here. Okay, and also on the bottom. So all these panels can be closed and can be opened. Okay, they can be also resized. Suppose I want this one to be a little bigger or smaller, so I can go on the corner here on this edge. Okay, once I see this arrow, I can increase the size or I can decrease the size. So it's up to you what size you're looking for right now. So I don't want to keep it bigger, so I will just make it smaller. Okay, maybe this one I want it bigger, I can go down and then I can a little bit increase it, but not too much. Okay, or let's keep it smaller. No, it's too small. Just this is fine. Okay, so this is how you can do that. Okay, and you can open and close just like I just showed you. Now, inside here, you will see on the left side, there is a navigator. What is a navigator? Navigator show you the image, whatever image you import, it shows you over here. And you can, if your image is zoomed in here, you can navigate through the image. Like suppose it is, it's a huge file, so it will be zoomed in. So I have to scroll. Okay, so instead of scrolling from here, which will take time, I can easily scroll from here. I will have a square and I can move that. Okay, so it's good for navigation. You can use your different file previews, okay, which will create a preview over here as well. Now, apart from that, I have here catalog. Now, catalog is what? Catalog is something which will help you to import your items, okay, and then it will create like a copy of your you can say files, okay, and then it will show you on your screen and you can easily work on it. So catalog is basically like a catalog of a you can say like a fashion shop or a furniture shop. So we will go in detail to this catalog thing. Okay, now first of all, what we do here is that in the catalog it will show me that I have previously imported uh, 6 pictures, which is here. Okay, and when I click on it, it shows me these are the 6 pictures which I imported. But what I will do, I will delete these. The reason is that because I will bring them again just to show you how to bring them. Okay, so when I'm deleting, don't press delete from disk, otherwise the original photo will be deleted. You have to press remove. Okay, so or simply press backspace and remove. Okay, that's what you have to do, or just go here and then do the same thing. Okay, so I have removed it and still I have these picture inside my computer, but now I don't have the history of previous import here. That's good, so that I can show you again. Okay, so this is how it will bring up these things. Now what I need to do here is that I want to import those files here so we can work on it and we can see how things can be used here directly. Now I will go here and can press import, and once I will press import, it will open this file over this another window over here. Now this window is what? This window shows me that what I have to how I have to import my file. Okay, now I want to import this is the source from where I want to import it. This will show you what you have imported and this will show you where you have imported. Okay, so from what, where. Okay, so from where you are importing, what you are importing, where you are importing, from what, where. So this is, you should know. And from what, where, here is how you want to import it. This is also important. So there are a couple of options here, the way you will import it. Now here is a file like option here called copy as DNG. Now when I will import the file and the copy of DNG is on, so what it will do is that it will import the file. Okay, it will convert that file, whatever I'm bringing, as a copy and as a DNG copy. DNG copy is what? It's a raw file format or a file format, source file format of Adobe Lightroom. Okay, so that will become a DNG. Now that's one thing, and you can choose wherever you want from here. Now apart from that, we have copy. Now copy, what it will do, it will take the file which I'm importing, it will make a copy of that, keep the original here and making a copy of that and bringing wherever you want it. Okay, so that's how you will have two files. One will be in the original folder and one will be in the folder that you will choose from here. So In this way, what will happen is that you might not lose your original file, or you can, if you're importing from a hard disk, so you can, if you're choosing copy, so you can import files, and then you can keep your hard disk somewhere else, and you can unplug your hard disk, put it somewhere else, because already you have copied from there. So you don't need your hard disk, because you copied the files wherever you want it. Now the copy is there. You don't need your external hard disk. So for that purpose, it's good. Now move is little crucial. Okay, why? Because what it will do is that wherever you are importing your file, so from here, if you're importing, okay, so it will not import a copy, or it will not make a copy as DNG. What it will do, it will take the original file, move it, and put it wherever you want. So wherever you want, when the file goes there to that location, from the original location, your file will be gone, because it's moved to whatever you want your location. Okay, so it's a little crucial, because if suppose if you will just move it, and then something happens wrong, you don't have your original, because you just moved it wherever you want. Now you don't have any other option to bring it back. Okay, so we have to be careful with the move. Apart from move, we have the add, which I recommend you to use. Now what is add? Add, what it do is that a Lightroom will keep your original file at its location, and it will just create a catalog or a preview of the file inside your Lightroom. So whenever you're working, you are actually working on your files in wherever they are in their original location, and you're working on the original files. But your original files will not be overwritten unless you want them, because usually Lightroom, what it do is that it saves a copy. It does not overwrite on the original. So that's a good thing about Lightroom. Okay, and this is what we have here when we are doing the import. Okay, so what I will do here is that let's import and see how we can import the files here, and let's see the option in the import as well. Now I have here FA221 folder. My students' files are here. Some of files are in different folders. So if I will click on any one of this folder, okay, it will show me all these files basically. Okay. Now I have here one folder, assignment 2, and all these files are there. Now if I want to bring all these files, that's good. I will just press import. That's all. Or I don't want all of them. So what I have to do, I have to uncheck all of them from here. Okay. And then I can check whatever I want. Okay. For example, I want all the raw file. This is a raw file. You can see it says CR2. Okay. This is our raw file NEF. And also I will bring this one. This is not a raw file, and this is also not a raw file, but I will bring this just to show you a difference when we will be working on it. So done. After that, we will have some import options here, because here you have to tell them where you want to import. The first thing, build previews. So you want to build previews. Of course we want to build previews. Previews is what the like how the footage Lightroom is showing you the image. That's the preview. Okay, so we can have a minimal preview, so it will be a very small preview. Embedded and sidecar, that means it will be an embedded ones. If you will remove the original, like suppose it's from hard disk, if you remove it, then it will be gone. I don't want that. Okay, 1:1, the real size. Otherwise, if your image is really huge, your computer will become slower. So what is the best one? Standard. Why? Because it will keep everything normal. Okay, this one will give you minimum information. This one is little risky, because if your hard disk is removed, you won't be able to work. This will be too heavy if you are using a heavy file. So I recommend standard. Okay. So that's how you will use the standard over here. And after that, okay, we have smart previews. Now smart preview, I will get into smart previews later on, and it's very important and it helps you a lot when you're working on smart previews. But when you're using smart previews and it will start generating smart previews, so that process of generating smart preview will be little slower. So you have to keep that in mind, that it will generate slow output, and you have to make sure that everything is, you have time for that and you have made up your time. Otherwise, what will happen if your time is not if it is if you have just imported, okay, and you're building a smart preview. Suppose you want to work in 10 minutes, so maybe it will take half an hour and you were supposed to do in 10 minutes. So it will be impossible. So you have to manage your time. You have to see you have enough time. Then you will start this, because it takes time to generate, but it saves a lot of issues in future. It saves your life in future. I will tell you in a bit how smart previews helps you. Okay. So that's what you can do here. Now here we have add to collection. Now what is the add to collection? You can make your own collections. Okay, suppose if I click over here, there are different collections here: sample, quick collection, and those things. If I don't want the sample collection, I can remove this one later on. Okay, but right now what I will do is that I will import everything in the sample, because all these are samples. Or I can make a new collection and I will call this collection interior scene, outdoor scene, beach pictures, my friend's picture, my friend's birthday party picture. So you can make as many collection and you can put those pictures inside. So that's how it will become easier for you to, figure out, point out, and those kind of things. Develop settings, I will not change anything here. Metadata, I can change it later on also. Keywords, I can change it later on also. Okay. Now, suppose I want to see this image, okay, or this image, and it's too small. I cannot see that. So what I can do here is that right now I'm in a grid view. So if I want to see this image as a full size, I can click over here. Then I can go to the loop view. Shortcut is E. The shortcut is G. G grid view, E loop view. So if I will press loop view, so it will maximize that. Now I know, okay, this image looks like this. And it is also included in the import. I will press simply G or this button to go back. Okay. Now if I want to import this one, but right now I cannot see it clearly. So I will go here, press E for loop view. It's not included, so I will say, okay, no, I don't want to include it. I will keep it as it is. Okay, I will press G. So the loop view will help you to maximize your images here. Okay. Now this is how you can import your items just like this. And if I will press import, it will start importing. And you can see that the top one is the preview, normal preview. The bottom one is the smart preview. Now it's printing a smart preview already existing for 4 photos. It was already built. Okay, it doesn't matter. I will press OK. Now I have this, and you can see how many pictures I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. It shows me the number over here. Okay, as this is smart preview. Now this is already, it was in my computer. Okay, and or maybe I'm bringing this from a hard disk. So from a hard disk, or you have already copied on your computer. So this is how you import it. But what if you want to import from a camera? Okay, so I have my camera with me, and what I will do now is that I will plug the camera now, and you will note and I will tell you the camera is plugged, and I will show you how to directly bring files from the camera. Okay, so but I have to first make sure if the camera is working or not, because sometimes the camera doesn't work clearly, but I will try my best right now. So let's let me bring the camera. So you can directly put the camera, okay, or what you can do is that you can put the memory card or directly the camera. So basically it will become quite easy for you to import. Okay, so let me just take my camera and put the cable there. Okay, now cable is there, and let me plug it in. Now I have plugged in. Now as soon I plugged in, you can see that it is now showing me my images from the camera directly. I didn't did anything. I just plugged my camera. That's all. Okay, and as soon as I plugged the camera, it went to the camera, and now it's showing me that I have this the camera. Okay, and I have these photos inside. So these are some photos I took for my YouTube channel and for my you can say for the thumbnails. I was creating a thumbnail for that purpose. And these are the photos. If you remember, when we were having a class for the class, I took these pictures. Okay, just to give you an example. So these pictures are also there. So what I will do, I don't want all of them here. So I will uncheck all. Okay, so maybe I will take this one. Okay, and maybe I will take this one, and I'll take this one as well. And you will notice that all of them are raw, NEF. Okay, now I will import these files, and notice that it says copy. Okay, so if I will go add, it will not do anything as add. It will only give me copy. I'm trying to click on add. It's not, because I'm bringing it externally. Okay, now standard. Okay, very smart reviews. Okay, and then let's see, add to collection, and I will add to same collection, which is sample, and I will just press import, and it will start importing the file. Okay, now it said card you can eject once you are done. So I'm done with this. I will eject my card, my camera. Okay, or here. Okay, simply I will just unplug it. That's all. So this is how you can bring your files and import your files from your external camera. So just it's very smart. Whenever you will plug in your camera or any files, or any hard disk also, it will right away go inside, and it will right away search what you have, and what it will do is that it will start showing you the files there, and you can import. Okay, so this is what like these are the files which I got it. Okay, and now I can do whatever changes I want on it. Now I can rename all these files, because some of these files, the name are a bit weird. Okay, which does not suit what I'm looking for, or like what I'm looking for. So that's one issue here. So what I will do here is that I will change the like names to specific names, and then I will start working on these files. Okay, so that's like pretty easy to do inside Lightroom. All these arrangement, all these things are like very simple and very easy to do. So here what I will do now is that everything is imported. I can go to my collections here and sample. And once I will go, you can see that all the files are here. Okay. Now each file I can go, and you can see that the name, what it is written here, hala after. Okay, this is the one, NEF, this is image C2R. So what I can do, I don't want this name, so I can go over here. Okay, and then a simple, I will go to the image. Okay, and these are some options I will get after right clicking the image. I right clicked over here. These are the options that I have. Okay, now the main options where you can change the name is basically on here at this site. Okay, so that's where you can rename your photographs. Okay, so you can just click over here. You have a metadata. Okay, and you can go here inside the metadata. What is the metadata? The information of your image. So it's giving you the information. The name is this one. So maybe I don't want the name as the one. I want the name outdoor books. Outdoor underscore books. Always try to keep underscore instead of spaces. Otherwise, some cards, some memory cards, some website doesn't read space. So you have to put underscore for the safe side. Outdoor books. Okay. So I have changed the name here. Okay. And file name. Okay. Just I will click here and I will press OK here. Okay. And then file name, custom the custom name. Okay, and here I can put outdoor books here as well. Okay, done. Now here preserved file name. Okay, don't worry about this. This is because this is the original, because this is a preview, so we have changed the name of the preview basically here. Now this is assignment to folder. This is whole location from where it is coming. Okay, I can give a title to it. Okay, like suppose I can say nice outdoor pictures, and here I can write any caption. Okay, uh, took during daytime by Hala. Okay, that's one thing. Copyright information I can give. Okay, copyrighted Hala. Okay, copyright status public domain, copyrighted. I will say okay, copyrighted only because if you want, you have to take a permission, so it will become copyrighted. So this information, what it will do is that when this is uploaded somewhere, so this information will be already there. Okay, so that's what it will help the person to do. Label, if you can add a label here. So I don't want to add a label, sorry. Okay, so these are some information. Now this is showing me where it was, when it was taken. It was taken during evening time, 5:38, March 10, 2018. Okay, this is the size. Okay, this is the exposure level. This is the focal length. Everything. This is the camera model. This is the lens that was used, and this is the GPS location. But the camera she used to take the picture does not have GPS location enabled, so we don't know what was the country. Okay. Now here I will go to this image now. This is also an NEAF image, so it will show you this information. It was taken taken in the morning. Again, March 18, 2018. This is the file size cropped. Okay, this is cropped image. This is the file size. 28 mm lens was used. Okay, flash did not fire, means she didn't use flash. Here, flash did not fire. There was no flash. Okay, so no flash. Okay, and this is the lens. This is the information here. Now if I will go, this is the raw files. Okay, because you can see that the name is outdoor underscore books dot nef. Nef is the Nikon or Nikon's you can say raw file, and this one is Canon's raw file, which is CR2. So both are raw files. That's why you have a lot of information here. This one also a raw file, which is Nikon's raw file. So if I will click over here, it will give me this. This was taken on August 4, 2020. This is the time. Okay. This is the size of the file. 18 mm lens was used. ISO was 800. No camera, no flash was fired. Nikon D40. Okay, where's the file here? Okay. Now this we took last class, if you remember, like not last class, uh, back when we were doing classes. So you can see that capture time is this. September 27 it was taken, and we didn't use any flash or something here. Okay. So now if I will go to any file, then these two are not raw files. So if I will go to any one of these files, so this also show you information here. But there is a difference here. Okay, the difference is that the little information that you have here might change, but no, not too much. Okay, here if I will go, and you can notice that same information is there, but no, but a little difference. Okay, so this is how you can rename your files inside your Adobe Lightroom. Okay, now if I will go here, file, import. Okay, so import photo and video. Okay, so what it will do is that it will bring the same file over here. Okay, same folder over here, which was showing me before. Okay, what else I can do here is that if I go to file, and or like there is like for edit, if you will go in the edit, you have preferences. If you click on preferences, shortcut is control and comma. So it will give you some settings here. Now I have here presets and all those things. So here I have let's see, we have import. Okay, yeah, here we have import options. It says show import dialog when a memory card is detected. So when I inserted my camera, the memory card, so what happens, it automatically showed me. So I can uncheck this one, but I think it's better to keep it open so that whenever I plug in, automatically it shows. Select the current previous import. Okay, so it can show me how what previously I imported and what currently is imported. Okay, ignore camera generated folder names when naming folders. So that you can ignore, but I don't want to ignore that. Okay, treat JPEG files next to RAW files as separate photos. I don't want to do that as well. Okay, replace embedded previews with standard previews during idle time. No, I don't want to do that too. Okay, so I will keep this stuff, everything for the import as it is, so you can uh, do these changes. Okay, now here show splash screen during startup. You want to directly start, or you want to show Adobe Lightroom screen. Okay, so I will show Adobe Lightroom screen, so I know that from where it is coming, like how much it is loaded and how much time it will take to load. So these kind of things I can do that here. Okay, so these are some other parts, but I don't want to go to the other parts. We were just we'll just work on this one the same as it is. I don't want to change it. Now I was telling you about catalog before. Okay, if I will go into catalog, I have all these catalogs right now, and it's showing me 7 catalog, or like 7 photographs at this stage. Now what is a catalog basically? So catalog is always created automatically when you open Adobe Lightroom. So whenever you open Adobe Lightroom, your catalog is automatically generated, okay, right away, as quick as possible. When you open it, just right away, it is like, it is created. So that's how it is being made, okay, automatically. Now, catalog is here is uh, like a normal product catalog. Okay, one of the like a famous catalogs that we have is the IKEA catalog. Okay, so what is the IKEA catalog basically? Okay, it's like a catalog. Okay, where you go and you can search for the products. For example, I have here the IKEA photographs, like a catalog here. Now, what it is? Let me open it up online. Now, what it do is that suppose this what you call this sofa set. Now, this is not a real sofa set. It's a picture of a sofa set. So if I want to buy a sofa set like sofa set, so what I will do is that I will take my catalog, I will go to that page where you have the information about the sofa set. I will see all this information, I will read all this information. Then what I will do is that I will go to that location where the sofa set is placed. I will buy, and then I will come back. Okay, I will come back to my Adobe I will come back to my like you can say counter, and I will buy that sofa set. So how the catalog works? In the catalogs, you have pictures of the products. Okay, and that product, the pictures will help you to uh, decide whether you want to buy it or you want to buy something else. Same thing in Adobe Lightroom we have. The catalog over here is basically what? It's a product catalog. It is only showing you the picture of the products. What are the products? Your photographs. Your photographs are basically only picture. Just like here, this is only picture, but the real products are inside the warehouse. Real items are in the warehouse. So if you want the items, you have to go to warehouse and bring them in. Okay, same thing here in Lightroom. These are just the picture of your products, and your products are the photographs. Your photographs are somewhere else. Okay, and they are only showing the picture over here. So if you want the real parts, you have to go to that real location, and then you can work on that. So what you will do here in Lightroom is that you're working on a picture or a preview, and when you are done, when your work is done, then while you're saving, you can either save on the real image, which is like a product in the warehouse. So you can save on the real photograph, which is somewhere else, or you can make a copy of it. So that is what catalog is. Is it clear about catalog? Do you have any question about catalog? Okay. Now, what does the catalog actually holds? The catalog holds basically the information about your product, and your product is the photograph. What kind of information about your product? What information about your photograph? Your information about file location, where is the file? Okay, previews, it will show you the previews. It's not showing you the real image. Here, these are previews, not real images. Okay, adjustment, how they are adjusted. Okay, how you have done the adjustment, what changes you have applied on it. Okay, if you like that adjustment, you can approve that, and you can rewrite or overwrite your original files, and that will become the real files, because here you only work on the preview. That's why it's so fast. Okay, and once you are ready, then you can save that on your original file, on your original source. So that's why the process is very fast and very like very simple and organized inside Lightroom, because it only works on your previews. It does not work on your actual file. So that's how the catalog is basically done. Okay. Now, how to find your catalog? You can find your catalog basically by going here in the catalog option. Okay, and you can see where are your files and all those or all those kind of things. Okay, like suppose if I will go to edit here. Okay, and then I have here catalog settings. If I click on the catalog settings, it will show me my catalog is this. So this the catalog is where users, pictures, folder 3, and if you want to see that, you just press show and it will take you to that folder, to that catalog actually. Okay, so if I will press show here, this is my catalog. Okay, and you can see that this is where the catalog is. This is how the catalog will look like. LRCAT. Okay, smart previews are there, preview data are there. So whatever you will be doing right now here inside your Lightroom, it will be saved here inside your catalog. So you don't have to worry about that, because Lightroom is doing its job at the back end. Okay, and file handling and everything, it is being done automatically there. So I will just cancel this. Okay. So now uh, I've told you about the smart previews. Okay. Now, what are the smart previews? Just let me show you once again when I import anything. Okay. And suppose I am going to folder. Let me search my folder here. Okay. So this is my folder. I went to this folder. Okay. And I want to import a few more items over here. I have a lot of pictures here. Okay. And I can select. Let me do one thing. Let me go to the F8221 folder. Okay. So I can do one thing here is that I can simply go to any one of the pictures here, uncheck all, choose this one, and when I go to the import file, you will see that build previews standard. Okay, fine. Oops. Okay. Now build smart previews. This is the smart preview. Now what is the smart preview? This shows you if you are bringing that from a hard disk, your camera, your external hard drive or card reader or whatever. Okay, what does the smart preview do? It's a very important thing. Some of the photographers usually those who are starting with Lightroom, they might ignore this, but it's very important. Okay, what is the important part over here? The important part over here is that this is basically all about your uh, external your files like preservation. Now what do I mean by the file preservation? So uh, suppose I'm a photographer and I usually take photographs, a lot of photographs, and I'm on my go, like I am with my photograph of like I'm with my camera and I'm going outside, and my plan is to take photographs of Bahrain deserts. So obviously, if I want like very high quality images, and my memory card is not huge enough or big enough to store high megapixels images, because it does not have a good memory. So what will happen if I will take photographs quickly? My card will be full. Okay. So what I will do is that I will take an external hard disk which have capability of uh, copying images directly from my card to the camera. Okay, so if you know, there are some hard disk. Okay, not you don't need to buy that. Okay, okay, but it's basically a use for photographers uses this a lot. Okay, so I will show you some of the pictures here. These are some of those hard disk. Okay, this is how the hard disk look like. You just put the card reader, like card, and you press the button. It will copy all the files directly from this to your hard disk, and this card you can delete and put that back to your camera. It's like this. Okay, so this is usually photographers usually do that. So I'm storing all my photograph in that hard disk. It is a 3 TB 5 TB hard disk. All my data is there. Now I don't want to move those files to my computer, because my computer also, just like my card, have not enough storage capacity. I cannot copy on my computer as well, so I will work on my hard disk. So what I will do is that I went to the desert. I took a lot of pictures in the desert. I copied the pictures inside my hard disk through the card reader. I brought my hard disk to my home. Now I want to work on Lightroom, on my images in Lightroom. Now I will plug my hard disk in the computer. When I will plug it, okay. So what I will do is that my Lightroom will pop up the import option. Now inside the import option, I will import all the pictures with the add, not with the move, copy or copy as DNG. Add means I can only add it here with a preview. It will show me the preview. The original file will be where it will be inside the hard disk itself. Okay. Now here, when I will bring the files here, and when I will start working on it, okay, on my like files. So if I'm importing that, I will turn on the everything here, standard everything else as I have did, and but I will turn on the build smart previews also. Now, what will the smart build smart preview will do? It will create a smart preview of those files which I'm importing in my computer, and those previews will be very small images of my original file. Suppose the original file is 7000 by 7000 or 8000 by 8000. The file size is 1 GB. It's a very big file. But Smart Preview will make a 600 by 600 JPEG file, and the file size is only 200 KB. Very small preview of that file. So all the pictures will will come with a smart preview. Original file will be also added, but smart preview will be also generated, and it will also be imported. Usually it takes time to generate smart preview, just like when we are doing. So how it will help me? If I'm working on my hard disk now, if I'm working on my file, what if uh, my brother comes or my friend comes and say, hey, I want your hard disk, and it's really important, you have to give it to me, you have to give me your hard disk, I have to take it, and I have to copy some files to it, and it's very important. Now you were working on the files, your hard disk was plugged in. So what happens if you will take out your hard disk now? So when you are working in Lightroom and he's asking for the hard disk, you can still take out your hard disk. You can take your hard disk out and give it to your brother or your friend, and he will start working on its own. You will be at that time on the safe spot. Why you will be on the safe spot? Because your smart preview is generated. Now, what is a smart preview? It's just a preview of the original file which is stored on your computer. You can work just like you're working on original file. You can edit the image, you can change the color, you can resize the image, you can make it smaller, you can make it bigger. Whatever changes you want to do, you can do on that preview. Preview is just a preview, it's not an original file, obviously. But when your brother or your friend will bring your hard disk back and you will connect your hard disk again in your computer, okay, so after that, what will happen? Lightroom will detect that the hard disk is connected. The smart preview on which you were working, automatically at the back it will go search for that image, connect that smart preview to that images. Whatever changes you have done in the smart preview, it will apply those automatically on that real or original image. Just like this, you will save a lot of time, and you don't have to carry your hard disk all the time. Is it clear, this part of the smart preview? Did you understood about it? What is the use of smart preview? Okay. Now, can anyone give me an example where the smart preview can help me? Any scenario? Just tell me any scenario where my hard disk, my smart preview will help me. Well, why do you think smart preview will be helpful? Can anyone tell me about that? Nobody have the idea? Okay, let me give me one scenario where it will really help you. Suppose you are a travel logger. You go to different countries to take photographs. Okay. Yes, to decrease the size of the file, that's one good reason. But as a scenario, let me tell you a scenario based on what Abrar said to decrease the size of the file. Suppose you are like a travel logger, you go to different countries, okay, to take photographs. So when you are traveling, you don't carry a lot of items with you. You will not carry a lot of hard disk with you, maybe a camera and a laptop, okay. So you take your camera or your laptop, okay, then what you can do is that you can just start taking photographs outside and copy those in your laptop with a smart preview. So what you will do is that when you are coming back, you are in plane, you have 12 hours flight. Maybe you are coming from America or Canada where you have 13 to 14 hours flight. So you don't have to keep your camera plugged in inside your laptop. You just copied it, imported, you made a smart preview. So it's already there. The smart previews are already inside your computer. So when you are coming back from a very long flight, so what you can do is that unplug your camera, put it back in your luggage, okay, and take your laptop. When you are in the flight, you can open the files, you can work on the smart previews. You don't need your camera at all. Your original files can be in the camera, but smart previews are there on your computer in your Lightroom, because the file size is decreased. So you will do all kind of changes inside your Lightroom, okay, and when you will go back home and when you will connect the camera to your computer, so those smart preview will automatically detect where is your original files, and it will apply all those changes from your smart previews to your original files, and everything will be automatically set up. So that's a very good scenario of the smart previews. So all the time, if you're working on hard disk, because right now I'm not working on hard disk, but still I generated smart previews. So if you're working on hard disk, always try to generate smart previews. In case if your hard disk is disconnected, so you can still work on it, and when you are done, you can connect back your hard disk and it will connect those smart previews to your original images, and you will have the file. Okay, so that's what will be done. Now I have imported these two files. Now these two files are in smart collections, not in sample. Okay, in sample, because I brought these, but when you import anything without any collection, without specifying any collection, it always goes to smart collection. Okay, now what is a smart collection? This is by default inside Lightroom. I didn't make this one, this was already there. Sample I made it, but this is I didn't made it. Okay, to make any collection, you just have to press plus over here and it will make a new collection. But I don't want to make a new collection, it's already there. If you want to delete, you have to press minus. Okay, so I made this sample collection already by pressing the plus, and smart collections was already there. So if you go to the smart collection, it will show you all the pictures that you have brought in, and inside you have uh, all the pictures that are red color, 5-star picture, pictures that you took in the past month, okay, picture you just took it recently, video files without key, okay, so like without keywords. So none of them is with keywords, so it's like that. So these are the smart previews. But what if I want to move these two to my sample? So what I can do is that I can select these two, press shift key to select other one. To select multiple, you have to press control or shift key. Okay, shift key is better. Like suppose if I want to select from here to here, then I will select the first one, press shift, then select this. And if I want to select this one, not these two. So if my shift key is pressed, if I click it here, these two will be selected, which I don't want. I only want this and this. So what you have to do is that select this one, press shift, select this, and if you want to select this one, don't press shift now, press control, then select this. So this will be selected. Now I want to move these two inside my sample. So I will just select these two, click on it, okay, sorry, click and drag inside the sample folder here. As soon as I will do it, it will now move to the sample 9. So sample, and there are 9 pictures now. This is how you can change your uh, like files over here. Okay, so is this everything is clear? Anyone who have questions so far? Everything is clear? Okay. I want you all to have a short break. Okay, around you can take a 15 minutes break, 15 to 20 minutes break, and then we will look into a little bit into like Photoshop, and we'll see what are new items that we can and new stuff that we can use inside Photoshop 2021. Okay, so I will send you the new live stream link on the Blackboard, and make sure you all are on the Blackboard. So I will send you the link on Blackboard so you can go back to Blackboard. Now I will end this live stream. Okay, so let's meet on the Blackboard now.